Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have True Life Adventures Jungle Cat. Yeah, it just said Jungle Cat yesterday when it was picked. Didn't say it was a True Life Adventure. I thought it might have been a National Geographic or Disney Nature type thing, but no, it's one of the classics, one of the old school nature series that Disney had worked out. This is from 1959, and it runs an hour and 10 minutes long. It's a little documentary. We've seen African Lion. I've seen a bunch of other stuff from the True Life Adventure series. So if you type in or search True Life Adventures on Disney Plus, you will find a whole bunch of different things. And it's that old school documentary feel. It's that old school. We're not shooting in 4K. We're not doing any high, long distance shoots, and maybe it's not as gorgeous or full widescreen or everything else as we get with today's documentaries. It feels very 1950s because it's still got the almost not Rod Serling kind of, from Twilight Zone, not that exact type of tone of voice. Imagine, if you will, that kind of thing. But it still has that very 1950s TV commercial voice. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Older people might. But yeah, it's very clipped. It's all very dry humor. The guy makes little quips here and there, but it's never like like knee slapping type funny kind of stuff. But it's meant to be humorous. And honestly, this is the kind of thing I imagine probably watched in like elementary school or junior high or something like that, when the teacher just didn't feel like showing us something or teaching us anything. It's like, hey, watch some nature clips about jungle cats. And to be honest, while it does have obviously jungle cats, and it's filmed in Brazil, it's from the Smithsonian, done in conjunction with the Smithsonian Institute. They shoot a majority of it in Brazil. They make references to other major, alpha predator cats from around the world, including the cougars, mountain lions in North America, and the lions in Africa. But this focuses mainly on the jaguar and those cats in the jungle around the Amazon and out down in South America. So yeah, but the thing is, we get not just jungle cats. I think that's the kind of the hook for this thing, but we get to see all sorts of different creatures as they relate to the jungle cats. There's times where they're showing snakes and monkeys and sloths and tapirs and crocodiles, but eventually they come back around and it's like, oh, here you go. Here's a jaguar again. Here's the cheetah. Or not, is it cheetah one of the ones? I don't know. They look like cheetahs. But at some point the cats come around and go, oh. At one point, we basically start following a family of sorts, one which is spotted and one which is completely black, and they make little kittens, and after what looks like a fight, and it's not a fight, they start a little family. Some of the shots still are, despite the fact that this is, not 100 years old, it's 40, it's 60 years old. These things are more than 60 years old, this footage. And they get some beautiful, beautiful shots, especially the fuzzy little kittens. It's really sweet. It's really cute. But there's lots of death in this too. So but it's not bloody death. It's not gory or anything. It's something that anybody, all ages, can watch this. It's the kind of thing that I think they probably showed in maybe The Wonderful World of Disney, but they showed on network TV, I imagine, at one point. Yeah, it takes these cats, and they set them up against all sorts of creatures you imagine that they would easily dominate, say like a little tiny mouse rat type thing, Parks and Rec reference there, and monkeys or something like that. They don't eat any monkeys. They do eat one of the rat-like creatures. But you see them go up against boa constrictors. You see them go up against crocodiles. You see them try to hunt down sloths up in the trees. Yeah, and sometimes they succeed, sometimes they don't. But one of the things I'll spoil for you is the idea that they go up against a crocodile. And the crocodile, it's basically a dinosaur, and it's got a pretty strong hide. What can a jaguar do up against something like that? It's like it's best to avoid them. No, the cats pretty much know where to strike. When it comes to like a boa constrictor, they're not venomous. They don't have a tremendous bite or anything. But when they get a hold of you, they do not let go. So it's how do they know exactly how to fight them, how to deal with them. And they break those kind of life and death battles up with monkeys teasing toucans and messing with them, or picking on sloths, which they're just hanging there doing nothing. The monkeys are freaking out and they're shaking the branches, and the sloth falls in the water, and oh, here comes an anaconda. So there's all sorts of little twists and turns in. There's no story to this at all, but it's still, it's got a little bit of adventure here and there, a little bit of excitement. And yeah, you might find little ones a little bit worried, like, oh my gosh, are they going to get the cute little sloth, or the cute little monkey is going to get eaten? Don't worry about that. It's not too bad. You might want to have some talks with them about life and death after this, but for the most part, the cats come out on top. But never in a situation where they look like they're just complete jerks, where they're going to just start eating little animals, little sweet, cute little animals. I don't recall anything in this where they just come off as complete jerks. So that are just picking on little guys. So it's a bit educational. Obviously you get to see what the culture is like. And yes, today's documentaries go beyond the quality of this. This is very much a square frame meant to be shown in television rather than widescreen kind of thing. It retains that aspect ratio, so you get that feel for how it used to look. But I think it's really cleaned up probably since it originally aired. So it looks good. It looks really good. So I say, yeah, if you're into these kind of documentaries that are completely bloodless and but still with its share of animal on animal death, murder death, you can watch it with the whole family and learn all about a whole different world of jungle cats and everybody that they come in contact with, of all shapes and sizes. So yeah, you see them fighting with a pig, and you figure, well, that's going to be an easy meal. We'll have some pork and bacon. Not so. Not an easy fight. It's a little bit tougher than you think. But you can guess who comes out on top. Figure who's the one that are billed, in this. So yeah, Jaguar family. All right, let's pick tomorrow's episode.
242.
242. 242. Don't I have a lovely voice? Well, hey, now we're really just getting into the documentary, just as we were doing with shorts just a few days ago, and now we're just doing documentaries, just knocking those out. We have another one, but this is about the exact opposite from a jungle cat as you can get. We are going into in Beaver Valley. So yeah, we're going in Beaver Valley. I'm imagining this is about beavers in a valley of them, or it might just be the other animals that are hanging out in the Beaver Valley. Maybe we'll learn about dams. I don't know. We'll find out in Beaver Valley on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that. Bye.